Hey YouTube, they have the Albainox belt knife. It's called 32546. We're gonna see this knife, and we're gonna see if it's good for self-defense. We're gonna check that out. It comes in this very simple box. Albainox is a Spanish brand. However, it says that the knife is made in PRC. It's not a folding knife, so let's take it out of the box. And this is all it comes with. Nothing else. So this is the knife. It's let's see some of the specs. It's 17.4 centimeters and the blade is 9 centimeters. As you can see, it fits in my hand, and it has this safety mechanism here. So let's take it out. Okay. So it's black. It says it's Albainox here. You can hold it like this, or you can even put your pointer finger in here. My hands are not too small or too big, but it has a good, I believe it has a good grip, and you can use it for box cutting, and we're going to talk about the self-defense scenarios as well. It has this holes here, so you can probably use it as a neck knife as well, because of the lanyards. If you can put the lanyard here, you can. However, no, you cannot use it as a neck knife, because if it's hanging right here, you cannot take the sheath out. So it's a belt knife. You can use it as a vertical carry or a parallel carry in your belt, in the front of the belt, and especially in the winter, check out your weapons carry laws in your place. You can conceal carry any type of weapons. In most places you cannot carry knives outside, but in the winter, if you are in the woods and stuff like that, perhaps you can justify the carrying of a knife. And the good thing about a belt knife is that it's more easy to be deployed. Whether you need to do anything with a knife, have it on a belt, instead of if you're in a stressful situation, you have to deploy a folder knife. Perhaps it will not open full. And this, you can do some cuts and even throw the knife like this. I'm sure that this is a full tang knife. The steel. Now that comes out of the box. Perhaps it's some cheap kind of steel, because this knife is a very cheap one. It comes at a price of just, let's see here, 9.5 euros. So it's a cheap knife, probably cheap steel. It's not to do many things, but let's see how it cuts out of the box. So we have this paper here, and okay, the blade. It's not the sharpest blade I've came across. Perhaps I'm going to have to use the Smith's sharpener to sharpen a bit, and I said for 9.5 euros perhaps you're getting some cheap type of 440 steel or something like that. But the good thing with this is that the size of it's not too big, but it's not too small also. It has a good grip, so this can be used, I believe this can be used as a self-defense weapon, a last-ditch self-defense weapon. And this disclaimer: weapons for self-defense as the last resort you need to use. You have to check with your laws and their legal and moral implications of being engaged in some sort of knife fight, which probably won't end good. However, having said that, it's cheap, and it seems that it's concealable in the belt. It has this loop here, so you can put it in the belt, either, as I said, vertical or horizontally. And you can also put it in the weak side. So the weak side is, if you're right-handed like me, you put it on the left-hand side. So put it like this, and the knife comes out instead of having a folder, which you have to deploy and make sure that it's fully open. So in case you have to use it. One other thing I need to say about using a knife as a self-defense weapon is the fact that if you're planning to use this or any type of knife as self-defense weapons, you probably should make sure that the knife is sharp and that you don't use it for box cutting and stuff like that. Or if you do use it for other things like that, for other actions like that, make sure that you sharpen the knife quite often, because in the unlikely, unfortunate event that you have to use it, if it's been used for cutting trees and stuff like that, it's not going to be very sharp. Now it has a good tip here, and as we showed with the paper, it somehow cuts. It's going to be a good thrusting weapon. It has a single edge, of course, because in most countries having double edge, it's kind of illegal. But it has a good grip. I like the fact that the grip, and also you can probably throw it, and it's not just As we said, €9, not very expensive. You lose it or something like that. So this is the Albainox 3246 belt knife. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe.